Levi, hello. What's going on? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Why the crying face? rain a little bit more here. Starting to rain a little bit. Ripping up trees today. There's some vines in there. Those are better than pain. That's a big bush. Pulling out the trees, pulling out the trees. Out the scrub brush today. everybody doing today? It's cold out. It's raining a little bit here. But we're inside taking brush out. Stuff called autumn olive. Bailey Osborne, how long have you done this type of work for? This is. Can you guys hear me all right? I got a hat on covering my ears with my AirPods. Okay, let's see. Let's answer this question. How long have I been doing this type of work for? This is a farming YouTube channel. We farm we grow apples and cherries. But as far as running this equipment, and my self-employed, no, I work on the farm. So I guess you could kind of say that maybe. I own a percentage of it. Yes, your audio is fine. Awesome. Awesome. So we farm apples and cherries. This type of work we kind of just do on the side after the harvest is over. And I'm just getting our property line cleaned up so that we can put the deer fence in to protect all of our new orchard that we just planted. So I don't always run equipment like this. I drive other tractors and we do other stuff, but we got a couple days worth of work with this thing, so here we are. But I started working in 2009 when I was 14. That's cool. Hell yeah. Where are you located? This is Michigan. This is northern Michigan. Where are you from? 25, so we're not much of an age gap. Nice. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Nice. I have a cousin who lives there now in Tennessee. I forget what city. Big Grizzly fans down there, huh? Big Grizz fans. Home of the ghetto and blues. Is that what you guys say? I've never heard of it referred to like that, but hey. The only time I ever really go to Tennessee is pretty much Nashville. Visited there a couple times. I feel like I need to start a second bird pile. This is just too far away. You're crazy, man. LOL. Do you invest in oil and gas companies? I do not. Not currently. There's a big pine tree. That'll be fun to get to it. Some of that tree. Then we got to take some bigger trees out too, but in order for them to have some good room to fall, we got to take some of this little brush out. Got to take some little brush out in order to get enough space so I can drop a big one. Yeah, Memphis isn't extravagant. We get a lot of travelers from the UK. For some reason, they love Elvis. Yeah. You know, I wonder what the stats are on how many people visit Graceland in a year. We got a couple bigger trees in here we're going to try and get to. But we don't want to mess the dirt up too much, so we just pull the trees up by the roots, and then we kind of drop them back down and try and leave the dirt in the hole. Honestly, way more than you would think. It's like in the middle of the hood. I'm sure it's exactly what he intended. He died on the shitter. Too funny. Are you making way for an expansion to the orchard? No. This part is kind of, it's almost, there's just not that much more room we can add to the farm that's behind me. But we have some pine trees in the way, and we're going to put a deer fence up. And what happens is, the problem is the property line, or where we want our deer fence to go, kind of cuts diagonally through a bunch of big pine trees. So unfortunately, I got to take a bunch of nice straight pine trees out so we can make room for our deer fence, because we don't want to fence ourselves out of any good land. So yes, potentially we might add more to the orchard, but as of right now, we added in a different area this year. We planted 80 acres this week of cherries. We got a little to finish tomorrow. I hope I get to go out like Elvis taking a shit in peace. D's nuts! No Sasquatch yet. No. He could be right here though. This is some pretty thick brush. But I haven't seen him yet. I haven't seen him yet. Excuse me. We're using a clapped out Hitachi 160 excavator today. Excavator? 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 I feel like I always say that wrong. What? That's okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the thing with the big bucket in the arm. Close enough, right? Close enough. I think there's a rock here somewhere. I keep hitting something big. Something stiff. Oh, there's a bunch of rocks by the way. It's a bunch of rocks. It's like a little rock pile. That's gonna be super fun. I love dealing with that. We do have a bit of a fetish on the farm here of leaving maple trees. When we take stuff out, we like to avoid the maples. Hope you have a good day. Best just subscribe to the channel. Been seeing your lives pretty often recently, and that's how I got here today. Awesome. Awesome. Welcome. Hopefully we see you in the comments on some next videos or on any of the other content. I do live or long form videos also, where I kind of show more in-depth projects of kind of what we got going on. So there's a whole video on our cherry planting and apple planting process that's coming out. So look forward to seeing you in some of the other videos and on the comments, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the sub. Come on. These roots won't come off of here. You gotta be kidding me. It's these little tiny trees. Alright, how are we gonna get this thing down, huh? Let's push on it a little bit so we can see where the main... Oh, it's gonna blow right over. Okay, that just pushed right over really easy. Really easy. Hope you have a good day, Bailey. Thanks for dropping in on the lunch break, probably. There's a lot of stuff crunching. I love hydraulics. I'm just picking up entire trees. Can't spin that way, so we're gonna have to drive the machine out. We're just gonna have to drive the machine out a little bit so we can get kind of tilting. That's okay. We might have to start a new burn pile right there. 260 concurrent viewers. Welcome everybody, welcome, welcome. We're ripping some trees out today on the farm, making room for some new stuff. Making room for a new deer fence. That's the goal. You guys can see there's right here by the bucket, there's a whole bunch whole bunch of little rocks. Someone started a little rock pile, which now is my problem. Yay. I wish it would stop raining. There's a maple tree over there. We'll probably leave that one out. We like keeping the maples. They're good for shade. Shady spots when you need a break. You know what I mean? A little break time shade. Never hurt anybody. A little break time shade. What's everybody doing today? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't forget to double tap on the screen. Show some love. Try to answer all questions that get posted. If anyone's wondering anything, go type it in. I don't bite. We're almost ready for some bigger trees. Is anyone ready to see some big trees fall down? Is that what we're here for? Get that little root out. It's a really little root, but little enough. We're going to take this maple tree out, actually. This isn't the big one. If anyone else has experience pulling trees out, you'd know that maple trees, their root systems are just so much stronger. Even a tiny tree can just fight you forever. But not that one. But not that one, you guys. We won that. We won the battle on that one. Check out this side, see what's going on this end. Do we have enough arm? Not for all of it, just enough for some of it. That's okay. There's another pine tree over here we're gonna have to get to. Everyone's having a good day. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're coming back, then welcome back. The last couple of lives we've done, we've been pulling trees out here. But before that, we were getting ready to plant cherry trees. How do I know where the property line is? I know where the property line is because we get it surveyed, and the corner is back here. We can't see it. There's a bunch of trees in the way. So there's a corner way back there, and I know that we own from the corner all the way down to the road. So right now, we're completely surrounded by our property. But we're just kind of up on top of the hill. So that's why I'm staying up on top of the high ground, but we're not going to fence all of the hillside. So But yes, we do have property marks before we go pulling trees out, because you don't want to start pulling trees out on other people's property. Believe it or not, they disapprove of that. If that surprises you, people don't like it when you start pulling trees out that don't belong to you. You know, it's not. You know, what surprises me also is how much people care about what you do on your own property when you don't own it. A lot of people see us taking trees out or putting fences up, and they really want to know what we're doing, or why, or how are they possibly going to be able to walk their dogs on our property because they walked it for so long and we put up a deer fence. I said, well, looks like you have to find yourself a new place to walk your dog. One person even said, oh, you guys are putting in apple trees here. Are you going to leave a little door in the back so we can come and pick apples? And I said, absolutely not. Doesn't that defeat the purpose? You're telling me just because you're walking your dog around that you want us to put a gate in so you can come steal our hard-earned work? This guy actually said that out loud. So I told him we were putting condos up. They didn't like that either. That always gives people a heart attack. You take farmland and tell them you're going to put some condos up instead. That gets the people going. Gets them fired up. Gets the people fired up. So I hope that answers your question. How do I know where the property line is? Because I just know. It's like a superpower. No, I just know we're not anywhere close to it. I'm fully surrounded by our property, so I'm just going to town. Other times I have to really be careful about where I'm at or what I'm doing, what's around me. Sometimes people have cars on the property line, like when we started this project, some guy had an old Chevy Impala on the property line. And I had to do my best, even though it was actually kind of more on our property. Obviously not to smash this guy's old car. So it can be a pain. You have to definitely control the trees and operate the equipment correctly sometimes. But other times it's just more about just going out and messing stuff up. And by messing stuff up, I mean just ripping stuff out. Of course, all while being safe. Those kind of look like black walnut trees. Push them from the bottom. They got some nice pointy roots on them. I do see the maple tree that we want to keep. It's a little bit bigger than the other ones. Stringy type of tree. Stringy. Oh my god. I spin around so many times I always forget which way to push the pedals and get the machine to turn. Anybody else do that? Almost every time I hit the wrong way first. Jeez. And boy, does it surprise you. If you guys have been watching and this interests you, or you want to learn more about where your fruit comes from, your fruit, like your apples and your cherries, smash that subscribe button down below. Do me a huge favor. Like the video, smash the subscribe button, hang out, rate some comments. You're just having a jolly old time today. So we'll fill those holes back in here. probably someone here with a chainsaw to cut some trees up so I can get them stacked up a little better. We were up to 300 something concurrent viewers. That's nice. That's nice to see. People like seeing destruction. They like seeing things ripped up. I noticed that too on YouTube. All my other longer form videos, anytime I say that we broke something in the title or the thumbnail, people really like that stuff. If I say, hey, we had a great sunshine day with no problems, nobody wants to watch that. Nobody. It's very funny. Okay, let's push this guy down. I see the roots. This tree is not as well established as the other ones. So it's just going to pull right out of there, I think. And it did. Oh, hydraulics are so cool. I love it. You can literally be picking up an entire 40-foot tree just with a couple swings of the arms. It's pretty cool. Pretty neat, boys. Pretty neat. Oh, yeah. Get a little strangle there. I'll take you. Alright, so you've got to have a little touch with the machine here. Just a little touch. We don't want the dirt. Okay, nice. No dirt. Didn't break it. Just a little guy. Alright, now we got two other little ones we gotta take out this way. Excuse me. I guess they're not very little. Guess they're not very little. Does anybody have any questions about what we're doing here today? Nobody has any questions, huh? Just fire one out there. Ball in here left over from that last big pine tree, so we gotta get all those out if you're leaving those behind. Excuse me. Tried to take this tree out, but that wouldn't push over, so we might have to. Come on. She's putting up a fight today. There it goes. Oh, wrong way. Check. fluid quick. It was a touch low when we started, but I think it's going to warm up. We'll check it out. So now that we got kind of the stuff in the back, we can go back to getting these big ones. Go back to getting them big suckers out. Oh, we're looking good. Now that we got space for these trees to fall, because we got our cherry orchard here. So what I got to do is come back up top on the hill here, and we got to push the trees this way to where the machine's at. But now that I have all this space I just opened up, we should be able to get these trees knocked down. Now that we've cut open a little room. But she's clapped out, boys. She's clapped right out. It's an old girl. Okay. I apologize if it's a little bouncy. It's always a little bouncy when we do a little driving. This tree we need to get rid of first. Try and bust the roots off. Okay, just roll it right out of there. Little snarly bushes. Alright, now we got to get back out in front of these. So we'll turn the machine here. Push the tracks up, spin it. That's how the pros do it, right? So that's a cherry orchard. Trees don't have any branches on them anymore. Any branches? No. Sorry. No leaves. It's fall time. Cold. The only thing with leaves left on it are pine trees now. That's what we're after. That is what we're after today. This is too much junk. There's actually some out over here. And everyone's thinking, quit messing around with the little trees. They want to see the big trees go. 1 second. Be patient. Patience. Patience. Daniel-san. We'll put those scraps over here by the burn pile. Alright, we'll start digging. So step one for me is I like to kind of get around the trunk. Get around the roots. We're going to pull the topsoil back, try and break any little branches off that are any little roots. Let's do this. We'll turn a little bit so you can see more of the bucket. Push the scraps. So we want to break the roots free. We want to keep as much of them on the root ball as possible. Oh, here comes the boss. Boss is here. Yikes. Oh no, I get nervous when people watch me. That's why I live stream my work. Scared to come talk to me. I told him I was doing this. Come on, little guy. I definitely can't read whatever that is. Arabic. What's up? Alright folks, we're back. We're moving again. The boss just had to stop. Had to chit chat. But we're back. We're back making trees hit the ground. That's the goal, right? There shouldn't be too many roots left over here because we already knocked those suckers out. Again, I don't read Arabic or whatever that comment is. So I try to read all the comments, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get to that one right. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that, my friend. We'll replace some of that dirt over here. We don't want any low spots. A lot of sticks in this. A lot of sticks. Not a fan of that, but a fan. Definitely some tree roots over here we're going to try to pull up. If this is your first time in the live stream, we try to do a couple of these a week. Welcome everyone if you're new. We are clearing out some trees on our property line to make way for a new deer fence that we are putting up this fall to protect our new cherry planting that we just put in. The deer will just destroy a baby cherry tree, but in order to get that fence up, we got to clear a path, and that's what we're doing here. We're using our old clapped out Hitachi. Not to be confused with Hibachi. You know what I'm saying? The Hibachi. Pull some of that dirt in there. Let's see if we can get up to 400 viewers at one time. That's not Arabic, it's likely Persian. Well, unfortunately, I can't speak Persian either. I do speak Spanish. I do a little bit of, I do speak some Spanish. You guys can throw that in there and I can mostly, should be able to read those messages, but Persian, there's a lot of people from Czech, a lot of Russian people in the live streams that they like to comment, but I can't read half the stuff. I feel bad because, maybe they had a really great question that needed answered. But sometimes I just can't do it. Jay Wise, double tap, folks. It doesn't cost a thing. Just do it just like this. What a smart guy. It's free. It's free, and it helps. It tells YouTube that you guys like watching this. So if you've been sitting in here and you're doing nothing, Poor King, Houston, Texas. Nice. My uncle is running he has a Christmas tree farm business he does on the side, and they just got down there, I think, doing Christmas trees. I think they have 5-6 locations in the area where you can go get Michigan Christmas trees in Texas. Is it Jay Wiss? Jay Wise? Jay Witt? It's gotta be Jay Wiss. Jay Swiss? Houston, Texas here. Poor King. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. How do you pronounce Swiss? Swiss cheese. That's funny because we said that at the same time. Jinx. Jinx, you owe me a bush light. Oh, it's Friday too. Beautiful morning. Yeah, what is it? It's 1 o'clock here, so 2-hour difference down there? About a 2-hour at this point? What is it? Swiss. 11:55. 1 hour. Nope, 2 hours. Man. Hey, nobody said I was smart. That's why I'm farming. You know what I mean? So I'm going to stack all the trees over here on the side. And then later I'll try and break all the tops off. So we don't put such massive trees onto the burn pile at once, because they just don't seem to burn that well. This tree unfortunately fell in between the next row, so we got a lot of scraps here we gotta clean up. Cold beer. I think I've got some Busch Light Peach on hand. I'm a sucker for those. Natterday Riversides in the sun. Good day. See ya. Hey. See you too. Cold beer. Yeah. I mean, come on. I like a cold beer. I like a cold cerveza. Dame una cerveza fría. Michelob. Oh man. You watching your figure? Is that what's going on? You doing the ultra lights? Borderline slush. That's ice cold. I love that. You know, Busch Light is pretty much water, so you end up with some slushy beers sometimes. Natter days. Yes, dude. What was the, when they came out with that seltzer, what was it, the Catalina wine mixer? Or the, what were those Natter, the natural light seltzers that came out a couple years ago? I was on those for a hot second. Budweiser, Bud Diesel? I can't do that. That shit gives me gut rot. Bud Diesel. That's too much. That's too much. No, Milwaukee's best. Otherwise, I don't discriminate if it's cold. Hey, that's the only way to drink them. Ice cold. I have been recently getting into bourbon a little bit more. So that's so of course that's an expensive change from Busch Light. That's a shock to the bank account when I go from buying 30 beers for $15 for and then you get a $100 bottle of bourbon. That really switches it up. It's Modelo's with salt. The workers here, they like the little Modelos, the Modelitos they call them. The Modelitos. All right, so we got to get back to pushing some of these trees over. Now we're talking. Bourbon, big bourbon guy, huh? I need to get some of this dirt over here to fill this hole in, but there's too many roots, so we're gonna try to call them ponies. The little Modelos? The Modelitos? Junk in here. This looks like a lot of grass. Ponies. Call a pony. It's an interesting name. I've heard of like a pony keg. A little bit of calling a beer a pony. The amigos that work for us in the summer, they say that Coronas are for men, but Tecate is for the women. Used to Rebel Yell. They had changed the name a few years back. It's quite similar to Elijah Craig and Woodford. I have a thing of Woodford at home. I have some more expensive stuff like Blanton's. That's good stuff. I really like that, of course, because it's expensive, so that's fine. That stuff's like water. They just put a new liquor store up in town, and the amount of options there are just wild. But there's some good Elijah Craig stuff, that's for sure. I have a brother-in-law who's really into bourbon, and he always has all kinds of stuff. He's not afraid to dish out some bourbon when you're over. So that's how I got started. And sometimes I feel better about myself if I have like 2 bourbons compared to 17 Busch Lights on a weekend. It's a little better on the beer gut, you know what I'm saying? I think we got to go a little deeper here to get these out. I can feel the roots as we're plugging through here. Houston, Texas. I love it. I love that so many different like places. There's so many people from like the UK. I get a lot of like UK. I get a lot of Ireland. They smell like a fire, but I'm really hoping it's not my machine. I don't think it is, but that would be something if this thing caught on fire. It'd almost be preferred because it's kind of a piece. sometimes I strategically park it under trees in hopes that, you know, you never know what might fall overnight. You never know. But that would be insurance fraud, and we don't, you know, nobody does that. I got up to 310 pounds chasing all sorts of craft beers. Dropped back down to 250 when I went to bourbon. I haven't been drinking much past few years. Recovery's not too bad. That's good. That's hell yeah, man. That's something to be proud of too. I'll tell you, there's a lot of people that, you know, get to a certain point and they can't. They have a hard time. They want to change, but it's tough to stay on it for sure. Masonry and hangovers are no bueno. The audio cut as soon as you read my comment. Are you back now? Can you guys hear me? Are we back? Signal and general blip. I got a phone call. When I get phone calls and I'm live streaming from my phone, it kind of puts it like freezes the stream and it sends it like black. And then everybody leaves, which you can see. We were averaging about 300 people, and now we're down to 43. We'll be back. They'll be back. Nobody can resist watching stuff get ripped down, I'm telling you. People love this. I do live streams on a lot of other stuff, and nothing quite pulls the people in like running this machine. But I'm glad we're back. We're back. On to the next tree. On to the next tree. We'll start on this side because this is the side that we want to let go. By let go, I mean we want it to fall the other way, so we want it to be free on this side of the trunk. Getting a little wild. I gotta dial my skills back in here. Just slow everything back down. We're 1 hour into the live stream. That's great. To the side, please. Just realized I didn't sub yesterday. Got you. You said this is for a deer fence. Yes. Yes, it is. This is for a deer fence that we're putting. Oh, man. This neighbor has this kid. The neighbor on the property has a grandson who the guy's really trying to get me to like take him for a ride on the machine. And I mean, like, I wouldn't have a problem taking my own kid, but the only place for him to sit is like on my lap, and it's some random person's grandkid. And I'm like, I just don't know. Kind of seems weird to me, but I don't know. It seems a little strange, but I don't make the rules, I guess. Looks like we might be able to break 2 trees at once here. Look at that, it's like a lightning struck that sucker. Yes, for a deer fence. For a deer fence to answer your question. And thanks for subbing. Thanks for subbing. We just recently got monetized, so now we can do super chats. We can also do like a membership thing if we wanted, where I can put, you know, what do they say? It's like a monthly thing, and I can put out extra content that other people can't see unless you're in. But I don't know if I want to make people pay money. That's the thing, right? We're out here just having fun. We're out here just having fun. That kid would love it though. He grew up with in a tractor club. Rode with a few old timers. Well, I'm sure the kid would love it. My kid would love it too, but I just feel like it's weird to have someone else's kid sitting on my lap or in between my legs. Kind of weird. I'm one picture away from getting canceled on YouTube, you know what I mean? We can't get canceled just as we're getting started. Can't get canceled just as we get going. Not a good look. And I can see that his kid just pulled back in because they showed up in a minivan yesterday when I was talking to him for a little bit. And now they're back. Which is quite the conundrum. Let's try and bust this tree in half, please. Thank you. Thank y'all. Wow. Can't believe how of course it's breaking in like 50 pieces, but not the way that I want it to break. We'll drop it a few times to get as much dirt out of it. As much dirt out of the root ball. They do better they burn better when they're not full of dirt, as you would imagine. As you all could imagine. Those trees were on my property. Been trying to swap some Didicious. Is that a type of tree? Not positive. Not positive what that is, my friend. Managed to allow about a dozen to thrive. Is that some invasive species here? A plant that is no bueno where you're from? No. Watch it off the top. There we go. Those are conifers. Ah, those are cones. Those could be annoying. So if you were here earlier, we were back in this corner, kind of cleaning some things up. There's a driveway right through the tree line here that I'm going to try and get to. Because I need some extra space now to push some of these pine trees down. So we're going to kind of mess around over in the scrub brush again. like before. This pine tree has still some roots in here. Dig back up. So where do you guys find this video at? Are you specifically looking for live videos, or does it show up in the shorts feed? And that's how you find it? I'm interested to know. I don't know how everyone finds these lives. You just come across it, so you see a guy just messing around. I don't have a grapple on my hoe. Browsing lives. This makes me want one. Yeah, this machine, I mean, obviously you can get different excavators that don't have the hydraulic thumb, but oh my god, even stationary thumbs, we have one on our Mini, it's just not the same, being able to just, this one's on a foot pedal. We've rented some other ones before we bought this one that had it on like the finger, on the actual, like you'd use it on your thumb. But I feel like I kind of like the foot, you know, it's like, you still get a little bit of a workout. Came up scrolling through shorts. So we have a vertical feed viewer and a shorts viewer. I don't know how to say your name, Jalantius? Some people have some weird names. Not weird names, but like, some people choose to make their YouTube username like a weird name. One guy who usually is in here somewhere, his name's Stinky Bunny. And I don't know what possesses someone to make their YouTube username Stinky Bunny, but hey, to each his own. It's your YouTube, you do what you want with it. Some guy yesterday asked me if I was handsome. So that was one of the weirdest comments I think I've seen. Or it was a girl, I don't know. You can't be too sure these days. Again, not trying to get, your boy's not trying to get canceled before we get started. Yikes. What is that? Rock down there? Came up, scrolling through the lives. Nice. About as light as it will get with trolling. That's true. I had some Karen on here one time trying to tell me that I wasn't allowed to. They were going to call OSHA on me because I was operating and live streaming at the same time. I was thinking to myself, I mean, sure. Why am I on a hill? Holy cow. Got close to it. It was a roleplay name for a medieval game that never came about. It's unique to the user, but not ever taken, so I kept it. Nice. And most people like that, they do have a good story. They have a good story about what it is, and that's fine. But it sure makes it tough to read some of them out. Because I'd like to read everybody's comments, but man, sometimes that can get difficult. Yeah, some people, the trolling is, I had one guy who came on like 6 live streams in a row, and every time I would like mention something or explain like what I was doing or why I was doing it, he would just say, nobody cares. And I'm like, what possesses somebody to just like scroll through the internet and sit behind their keyboard and just write, nobody cares. And like, what are you thinking when you're sitting there on the other side? You're like, yeah, you go home and you tell your wife, like, yeah, I messed this guy up on YouTube today. Told him nobody cared about his live stream. It just seems so interesting to me. But some people get into that. They like making fun of people, I guess. Fruitless endeavors. Yes. So these bigger trees have left a couple bigger holes here, so I'm trying to fill some of those in a little bit. I think that's the maple tree just over here that he wants. I just have my people call me Jelly. I got the nickname from someone jokingly mispronouncing gelatin. The jelly. I like that. I might have to just call you Jelly every time. I try and do my best to remember everybody that takes the time to comment and obviously subscribe or any of that. I pretty much do. I think I do a pretty good job of it. Remembering other people. Chris Morris, nobody cares guy. Nobody cares guy is in your 20 years. Just wait, brother. It's nothing personal. Yeah, probably. I just turned 30. Just turned an old 30. I'll tell you, my body wasn't joking. I hit 30, like slipped the disc. I don't know. I couldn't walk straight after playing some pickup basketball. I was all wadded up for a little bit right after I turned 30. I think my body was just trying to. I was just adjusting to the new decade. Just adjusting. I don't like that. This whole tree is literally just sitting, but it's out of the ground. It gets no better. Come on, don't tell me that. Come on, don't tell me that. I need it to get better. I mean, also my kid runs around like a psycho all the time. He's just an animal. 2.5-year-old. He's crazy. But I always say, like, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do something after he goes to bed. You know, just maybe stay up, watch some football. By the time that kid goes to bed, I'm toast. Nothing left in the gas tank. You know what I mean? Nothing left in the tank at that point. Tired. Just a tired old man. 19 years in masonry, I've absolutely ruined some shit. Barely enough body to work on my own projects. That's funny. I helped my grandpa out a couple times when I was younger. And mostly when he called when he needed my help was when they couldn't get the cement truck around to the back of the house. So he'd only ask for my help when I needed to just wheelbarrow all the concrete around the house. So obviously that was always really appreciated. Hey, really need your help wheelbarrowing. Yeah. Really looking forward to wheelbarrowing concrete for minimum wage. But it's good life lessons. Valuable time spent with the grandparents. That was the worst. There's the edge of the hill where we're not going to go any further. But I still gotta keep going this way. Oh yeah, would pay anything to work for my grandpa again. Yes. That's the truth. That's the truth. That is so true. Those were the good days. Didn't realize it. They used to, all of their houses down here on the lake right next to a lot of the orchards. So I would always I'd go for almost lunch every single day. And just have a sandwich and he'd always get me to eat these hot peppers. He'd tell me weren't hot. I don't know. He was some sort of titan about eating hot peppers, and he would always laugh at me because I would act like I could smash a hot pepper with him, but he would just mess me up. He'd call and tell me he got new lunch meat from the store, so I should come by for lunches. You know, and then eventually one day, it just doesn't happen anymore. That's the saddest part. Oh, I went the wrong way. Just want these little bushes here first. I was gonna kill in a jar of pickled peppers from the garden. Yes. A lot of good times, a lot of good times. Come on now. Come on now. Look at that glare on the screen. I didn't realize that. How long have you guys been looking at that? Oh, there it is. This tree pops. It's going to come right at the cab. I need to get on the side of it. That's a big root ball. What the hell is this? Got to get the machine back on the. Trying to pry up onto a little hill. Oh my lord! What a root system! We're just gonna have to break it and get the pieces. What a tree root system! Ah, there we go. We got them twisted out. I think they're tangled up with a maple tree. Whatever these are, they're weird looking trees. Jelly! I do not get to do too much with my grandpa as he's Alzheimer's, but I do remember being 8 going to A&W and having a root beer. Then watching a movie. 8 below after. Dude, put root beer in the old time? It's kind of slap. What do we grow? What all do we grow? We grow about 2,500 acres of tart cherries. And then we've just now started getting into the apple world, and we have about 60 acres of high density, I believe. 60 acres or so now, and then we have more that we're planting in the future. 2026 to be exact. We have them in our nursery. We grow all of our own fruit trees ourselves instead of buying them from a nursery. We can grow them for half or a third of the cost of buying just like a fruit tree from a nursery. We usually do like 40,000 of them at a time. What is that? I don't like whatever glare that is. I gotta fix that for you guys. This is BS. I think it's just urine. Alright, I'll wipe down a little bit here. I think I just wiped some sap. That's just smeared some sap. It's still there. Perfect. Must be the angle of the dangle. But it's all good. Gotta get this picked up. Over here. This picked up. And we'll drop it over here. I think it's this maple tree here that's Yeah, look at that. All 5 of these little trees are coming out at one time. Hey, that's really close to me. That one of these branches almost came in the door. Here's the neighbor, another neighbor, just looking around. I'm telling you, people get really curious about what you do on your land when you start doing stuff that they don't like. If you didn't like it, you should have offered to buy the land. You know? Everything's for sale for the right price. Oh, hi, Jeremy. Jeremy, that's back. What's up on this Chilly Friday? What did I miss? Not much. We're doing the same thing. We're talking to some new folks today. Some new folks, but in some nice ones. Tilly, it's an engineer. Toby, welcome back, Toby. Toby here is the top commenter on the channel. Interesting. My girlfriend's soon-to-be wife in a year. Family are 6th generation farmers, and I'm hoping to partner with her brother to help grow their farm. What do they grow? What do they grow? What did you miss? Do you let any falconers fly there? We do have some fake falcons up, fake eagles that we fly because crows will actually eat the apples and the sweet cherries. They'll peck them and they'll leave holes in the apples. So we try and keep them away, and they actually don't like falcons. Falcons scare them. So some people we can put fake, or they're not fake, we put bird nests up, falcon nests, on like tops of posts. And it's supposed to help, if you give them a home and they'll let one out, and they live there, and supposedly try and do that. They also do some stuff with lasers. Yes, crows and starlings. Starlings are rough. Yes, the crows are crazy. They kind of wait. It's almost like you have a good crop, and then they wait until the cherry or the apple starts to change color. When it starts to ripen, and that's when they go after it. Wheat, soybeans, and cotton. They used to raise cattle back in the day. Sold them. So I hope to get back into the cattle as well. We can. Maybe we'll start calling you Kevin Costner on Yellowstone. I don't know if there's any Yellowstone fans out there, but I guess Kevin Costner's out now. That's a great show. If nobody's seen it, so rope crop stuff. That's what they found. We're more in the specialty crop business. Specialty crop. What did the John Deere guy call it the other day? High value crops. I mean, I don't know if that's fair. I've done some crop. The baby before you have the right place for it. You can get it done for free. I mean, you give me a free falcon. It saves my crop. That seems pretty fair. I think we get them through Michigan State University. I think is how you have to go about getting them. You go through the horticulture research center. They set you up. Well, you got to be respectful when you're on other people's land, It's the only way. Oh, this thing's stuck in the bucket. Come on. Stuck between the teeth. Oh my lord. I guess that's just going to stay there for this pass. Oh, then it falls off, and now it's pushing all the trees. That's a classic. It's a classic. What's in these? Look at these guys out. I love it when the soil conditions are right, and you can kind of just push trees over and they just plop right out of there. It's a nice touch. Makes it easier. When the soil's rock hard, it can be a real pain in the butt to get some of these, to get some of this stuff out. That's for sure. Yeah, there's some rock out here. There's like a, I wonder if this was someone else's property before we had it. And this is like a little property line. Because there's almost like a straight line of rock, but it's buried. It's not on top. It's not even like a little wall, but there's plenty of rock on the edge. You see a lot of that. You see a lot of that. Do see plenty. So what do you guys think we should do? Should we go back over to the big trees? What? Should we head to the back over to the big pines and get those pushed down, or should we stay in the? I guess we can do a little bit of both. We can still stay here. Kind of an old-time foundation. You see some of that here in Kansas. Kansas. Ain't in Kansas anymore. Yeah, it could be an old foundation. But there was never any driveways here, but that doesn't mean that whatever it was has been overgrown, that's for sure. Anything's possible. Fill that in. That's too high. Push some dirt this way into this hole. Pull some of that back, that's a little too much. See if I can reach this stuff. And then we'll come back around and start pushing the big trees out again. You ever find anything cool while digging in the fields? I haven't found anything over here yet. I was kind of thumbing around with this in the edge of the field that we just planted. And there was an old foundation for a silo that was overgrown. That was pretty neat. I thought everyone thought that it was just kind of vacant ground with just trees that the, excuse me, it had been logged once. So there's kind of stumps everywhere, so I was kind of just thumbing through everything. And as I got in deeper, I actually came across a full rock silo that was probably 4 feet tall. Just the foundation of it, but it was 4 feet out of the ground. That's about the coolest, like, random thing I've come across. Otherwise, I'm usually just messing around right on the edges of the property lines like this, where there's nothing but big trees that people plant so they know where their property line is without getting it surveyed. That seems to be a pretty popular thing to do. Put trees on it. That property changes hands a bunch of times and then nobody remembers. And you pay hundreds of dollars to get a survey. That's a classic. It's too much dirt. We'll drop that. Let's see if we can't. Spread that out, letting it over me. I was cutting trails this summer for the side-by-side, buried a safe 4 foot from the edge of one. Someone's gonna be so disappointed. What'd you leave in it? Nothing? They're gonna spend all that time trying to get it open and they're gonna go, what the hell, there's nothing in here. It has 2 stones in it. Oh, it's a big take, boys. It's heavy as hell. Oh, some jackass just put 2 rocks in it. Ooh, that'll be something. Oh, this rock. This tree's gonna be a pain in the butt. Oh, it's rotten at the bottom. I see what's going on. I see. That broke way too easy. It's half snapped off. pain in the ass to open with the key. Frustration won. And I was a cheapo. Hey. Sometimes it pays to be cheap, right? I need to get more dirt in. More, please. There. Fill that hole back in. Eastside Marshalls. I want to do that. Anybody can do it. You just have to go rent a machine. I think these go for about like $3,000 for a week. I believe. Anybody can do it. But if you can't go do it, why don't you just stick around, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you can watch me do it multiple days a week. I think it's pretty fun because, you know, you always kind of play with this kind of stuff when you're like a kid. Then I grew up and I was like, oh, I can do this stuff like every day, drive stuff. I think it is pretty fun. Closest I've gotten was on Farming Simulator. I actually used to play the shit out of that when I was younger. And I know I've been seeing it on TikTok. I know that the, what is it, the newest one, the 2025 just came out. And if everyone keeps talking about Farm Sims, I might just have to pull a little nostalgia. If you had a little chipper on site, I could see people watching you feed it. Yeah, that would be, if I just could grab a tree and then shove it into a chipper. What I want to get on the farm is a skid steer that has a one of those forestry grinders on it. Like all of this brush that I'm pulling out, you could just plow right into it like it's nothing. That I think would be super cool thing to have. We used to have 2 skid steers, but then we got rid of them and we've never replaced them. We've kind of just got big loaders, and we actually have 2 small loaders. We have a small case loader. Yeah, the front mounted, we rented one a couple of years ago to clean up like a big valley on one of the farms, and it was pretty badass. But we can't, I don't know, we just haven't gotten one yet. But you know, there's just such a versatile machine, like everything you can do with a skid steer. I can't believe that we don't have them, but they all, you know, they cost money. And I hear the ones at the tracks have a little more wear and tear. Hidden 2 joysticks on PC, great fun. I could use it on a machine. Maybe you should look into one of those things that people do, the virtual operating. I know people do it. You can just sit at home. You can have a nice little setup, and you can actually run machines like this from home. It's a thing. I've seen people who do it. I've seen them in front end loaders and dozers. It's kind of crazy. What a thought. Can you believe where we've come from? Where we're going? Technology these days. I'd like to have a grapple to bring the roots out though. Yes, it can be a pain, especially with the smaller stuff. Using this thing's just too big to spend all day trying to root around all the small stuff. So I kind of leave it. And then we have a Harley rig for our tractors. For that, so we can kind of drag that, and that really smooths stuff out. It doesn't like, believe it or not, it doesn't like rocks, but most of my property is 22 to 35% grade. That's going to make it tough to do a lot of stuff. I'll tell you that. This is the maple tree. I've mentioned it 50 times so far if you've been here for any amount of time. There's one tree I was told to leave out of everything we're doing, and it's this one right behind the bucket. Nice, great big maple. So we're going to do our best to kind of break everything off at the top and not disturb the dirt too much, because we don't want to mess up any of the roots. In Michigan, we say roots, or we say roots. Don't make fun of me. We say roof instead of like a roof of a house. But they say that's a Midwest thing. But we did make it to the maple tree. So that's exciting. But there is, just on the other side, there's a pine tree like 2 feet from the trunk, so I'm not sure how I'm going to go about getting that off. But, on the opposite, tons of maples. lack of conifers. Yeah, well, they're all fun until you have to blow leaves or something. In our neighborhood where I live, we just have so much. We have so many maples, it's unbelievable. It takes me like 3 days to blow the leaves, and then they just blow across the street from the neighbors. So I end up blowing what feels like half the neighborhood's leaves. 4 of them on my property. Northern Midwest, otherwise Middle South, has a bit of it. Gotcha. Oh, we're making some progress today, boys. We're already almost an hour and a half into the live stream. That's wild. It goes quick when we're chatting, I'm telling you. Jared, what would you pay to remove 20 cord of red oak? I feel like, I don't know. I don't quote jobs. This is just our own machine on our own property just ripping stuff out. So I wouldn't exactly know what the rate is, but I feel like the market for that would be like somebody would want that wood, right? How do you say, uh-oh, here's a good quiz. We got a bit of drawl. How do you say, I say, oh, you're making me nervous. I don't want to say it. The thing that we wash our clothes with. And I just said wash them. Washer, not washer. People say milk. I say milk, but people say malk. Yeah, I'm sure a logging company, even if you didn't want to pay for it to be logged, they probably would swap the wood for the work. There's no way. I have to get to the other side of this. Does everyone see this? Look at, wait for it. All right, you see that? So that's the tree we want, the 2 maples, and then there's this pine tree right there. But I can't get to it this way without breaking a bunch of limbs. So we're gonna have to come back to that. We're gonna come back to it. We gotta get rid of this tree first, and then we're gonna jump back over to the other side. If I was a logger, I would love to give you a quote, but I'm just a farmer. Hold my place. Partial cut 15 years ago. Do again. Pays fairly nice. Yeah. Especially if you're not going to do anything with it. You can replant. A lot of good can be done. A lot of good. This is fantastic. We've had good viewership. We got great commenting going on. New faces, new subscribers. People are liking the video. It's a great Friday. We might have to celebrate with some cervezas later. Look at that. Look at that clean lot. We're making a difference. I love seeing progress, you know? I feel like that's what I like about farming, is you start out with nothing and you can kind of see something grow from nothing into something. I think that's the biggest, that's what I like the most about farming. Too many limbs. I can't see what I'm doing, so we're going to pull these out here. I can't see the trunk. And I don't like smashing the stick. I don't like smashing stuff into the bucket or into the arms. Oh my god. A lot of uneven ground here. I'm rocking like a baby. Oh man. So now that I'm starting to see some real results on YouTube, I'm trying to save up for some better camera equipment. Trying to get some, I want to get a drone. I want to get a drone so I can add an extra like dimension to the videos. I think that would be sweet. But they're like $1,000. So if we start making a little money on YouTube here, we can dump it into production. We can try to make everything better. Too thick here.
If you don't thin them, some are lost in the ice wind early, losing giant oaks of the ice, and the roots can't hold the weight.
Extremely loud when they pop, I bet. Probably sounds like lightning. Wouldn't doubt that one bit. Wouldn't doubt that. Nature can be scary. Nature can be scary. See, there's 3 roots right there. That's why we do this. Try and bust everything up a touch. Break some of these limbs.
Get a DJI Mavic Mini. Is that a type of drone? Get the DJI Phantom 2, I think it is. Under 300 and has an extra battery. Has a solid camera that displays on your phone.
Is the quality good? HD? Now, because we're monetized, we can take. We're earning money, which is nice. Things happen. We can take some revenue. We can take super chats on the lives like this. We can take super chats. People can comment. If you do a comment and you do a super chat on it, or you can have emojis. I think the minimum cost is like $2 to do a super chat, and it like stays on the screen and highlights your comment. Maybe I should just stop reading everyone's comment for free and then only read the ones that people pay money for. Maybe I should just start being a cheap ass. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? No, I wouldn't do that to you guys. 4K. That's good. We need 4K. 4K is it. Usually when I run this machine, we have a Cat 936 front end loader. We have a rake for it on the front, and so usually I can have a guy with me, and I can kind of just set stuff, all these logs on his rake, and he'll actually take them to the burn pile and stack them up. So that's usually helpful, but he's been in some meetings, and he's kind of mowing a field that we mow about once a year on the farm, just to make sure he can. So he's getting that done today, but we gotta come in tomorrow and plant a couple more cherry trees that are coming up on a trailer. I think we're 8 rows short, 15 feet apart, 100. So I think we need, and we're gonna have to double plant some. So we'll save them for replants. But pay to pick a tree to come down. Hey, here we go. Super comma equals scratch mark onto the dirt, or whatever interaction people pay for. Hey, that's not a bad idea. For the low price of $2.99, you can pick which tree we take down next. How much for the maple? How much to make my boss pissed at me that I took down the one tree that he wanted? That is funny. 500. What's the max? Someone look on there. What's the max you can put? That's too funny. It's the only thing he asked for. He said, I don't care what you fuck up here. I just want that tree left. So boy, he would love it if I said, hey, remember that tree? Somebody gave me $500 to take it down, and I couldn't say no. He's gonna say, all right, go ahead, cash that out, and go ahead, cash that out, and you can just deposit that right to us. Record the reaction too. Maybe it'll be profitable. That's true. I could just hide a little camera. That would something. That would be funny. That was a great idea, actually. That might have been one of the funniest things I think I've seen on YouTube comments. Funniest award of the day. Jay Wise, Jay Swiss. I'm gonna start calling you Jay Swiss, like just like the cheese. I should make a video that said, taking down trees. My boss told me not to. Look how nice that looks. Look at that. Everywhere we've been going, opened that all right up. I still got a high spot where I just took a tree out and forgot to scrape up the leaves, but the leaves. Forgot to scrape up the broken branches. A lot of branches break when these things hit the ground. Too funny. Take how much for the maple? All right, for everyone who's been waiting, we're gonna get back to the big trees now. We've made room for them to land, so we're gonna go back at it. Once I fill in that hole, that way I can have something to put the machine on when I'm pushing. Push. Like salt and pepper. Push it. God, I should add beatboxing to my resume. It is a chili. Jeremy, are you still in here? Ohio, Jeremy. Your state deer population is out of control too. Missouri, I'm not sure how the deer population is looking. I know that they made a thing that they couldn't bait for deer because they had some sort of like tuberculosis or some shit. And if they got too close to each other, then they would pass it, like if they were all feeding at the same bait area. So they actually weren't allowed to bait in the state for a while. That might still be a thing, I'm not sure. I don't hunt. I don't ice fish. I'll go on some charter fishing trips. I'm going about one a year. One of the chemical companies that we buy a bunch of copper from, a nice gentleman, the name of Chris Croft, always takes us out. Chronic waste activities. He always takes us out on a nice fishing trip, and that's fun. We pretty much just drink beers, and we let the guys who own the boat pretty much hook the fish, and they just hand you the rod, and all you do is just reel them in. It's pretty simple, and you can do it hammered. But it's always like an hour and a half drive away. Sometimes we stay in the casino, but sometimes they get us a hotel room for the night. Very generous folk, but we also spend tens of thousands of dollars just on one chemistry. It's terrible. Don't gun hunt anymore, but I give access to several hunters. When I was first going, I went with my uncle one time, and I was at a young, impressionable age. And I went out, sat in the cold, in the rain, and I didn't see one deer, not a thing. And I said, well, this seems a little bit overrated. So that's why I never got into it. Same with fishing and ice fishing. Went out a couple times and just dudded out. Didn't even see anything but looking at the sand at the bottom of the lake. And I was like, well, I don't think this is for me. Screw this. And so I just never have gone back to even thinking about wasting my time doing that. But some people love it. I mean, that's fine. That's just not my fun. There he is. He's back. Is it cold down there in Ohio? Did you get snow? I saw the Thursday night football game. There was some snow. We haven't gotten anything today. The sun's shining. It's probably almost 50. Where's my weatherman, Toby? He's always in here. Toby, what's the weather? Falcon hooked me. Best way to get game. Yeah. 47-ish, pretty cold. Yeah. Chile. The monk, he's back. He was in yesterday, and he is now returned. 2 days in a row. Welcome, welcome. He's back. just got our bonuses today. I mean, I haven't been handed my check, but I got an email saying that we got bonuses. So that's nice. That's a nice. Makes me feel like I can buy. Maybe I might buy a bottle of bourbon. Still the work going on. Yes. We picked. We're back in the machine today. Kind of cleaning up this project. I'm hoping that the time's at 2 o'clock. We might actually get down to the end. Maybe. It depends on how long I want to stay. Bourbon and the drone. And I could get that $500 donation for the maple tree, and I can get the drone with that. I have like 5 bottles of bourbon at home. I definitely don't need to be buying anymore. That's for sure. All right, folks, the moment you all been waiting for. We're gonna dive back into the big trees. AirPod Pros are $189 now. Come on, Costco? BS. I just had my AirPod Pros through the wash a couple months ago, and I just got new ones. Oh, I don't know. Weeks ago, spent money at Costco, $200 on them, and now I just got a text that they're now $189. Right after I bought them for $200. It's a classic. Enough people in here to get that maple down, I reckon. Hey, it all starts with one. Nobody wants to be the first one to donate, I'm telling you. How many people we have? 229. That's if everyone did $2, you'd just be about there, folks. But I can't do it. Don't waste your money. Is there any other efficient equipment than this? The efficiency may lie with the operator. Someone who's not consistently talking to his phone all the time. That might be some of the problem. If the maple trees start going for $500, I'll be renting an excavator and claiming I have a boss to piss off. Oh, that's funny. Well, my boss is also, my stepdad, so it's not like I can get away from it on the weekend. I'm sure there's lots of other ways, but this is something this piece of equipment is what you need to take trees out like this. Because you really got to dig the roots up. Some people use I've seen people use a bulldozer. You can use a bulldozer. They can kind of get there, but you just don't want to snap the roots off. We want to get as many roots out as we possibly can. That's the goal. I'll put this over here with the rest of it. TNT, yeah, that might do it. Just blow the shit out of them. Yeah, that would probably make a difference. This thing is, oh, there we go. That tree splintered. Diesel price here. We get all of our diesel. We buy in bulk. We have what do we have? We have 3 or 4 or 500 gallon tanks around the farm at different locations because we're so spread out. So we have multiple locations where we can get fuel for our diesel for our tractors. We also have obviously a couple trucks with diesel tanks in them. The diesel is just under $5 a gallon here in Michigan. That was the last time. I don't usually get fuel at the gas station because we all have company vehicles and we fill up all of our own fuel here on the farm. So I don't really visit the gas station very often for diesel. Dyed diesel. Yes, we use all pick up a rocket and toss it. Measurement and liter. I don't know. We don't do liters. This is America. We just like to be different. Use standard and not metric, and we use gallons. Someone smarter than me here in the chat can probably do that. There we go. Thank you. This is, I have to admit, this is one of my most favorite jobs here. I do like running this. I mean, if we had a nicer, newer machine, that would be sweet. I do like running this piece of equipment. It's pretty fun to me. Thank you, mate. You from Australia, mate? The neighbor, there's another neighbor who's just hiding. Oh, it's more people walking their dogs. More trespassers. Believe it or not. Trespassing galore going on. Everyone wants to walk. In Hawaii. Kona. In Hawaii, I used to use that to demo homes. That was fun, yes. Have you ever visited India? No. I did not ask my wife where her cousin is from. Her cousin lives in India, and my wife's aunt and uncle were just over there visiting. I wish I could tell you where they went. I can ask this weekend, so if you come back to another live stream. And our basement's common. Oh man, I couldn't imagine that, but we can let the person from Hawaii answer. Obviously. Pine tree grows kind of slips down to one row of trees. That's going to really speed this process up. If you ever want to come to, I don't know how to say that, look up an at-home. My boss is a vacation house rental. I do want to go to Hawaii at some point, but everybody says that it's expensive there. Gallons of milk are expensive, everything. And it's so far away from Michigan. It's like a 2-day event to travel there. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't go. Can you give me, the real question is, can you give me a deal on the Airbnb? Get me a deal on the rental. If enough people donate to take the maple tree down, I can go to this person's boss's Airbnb. Let's make it happen today. Help a brother pay for a vacation. One of the neighbors has been hunting on this property, and he has a couple camping chairs right here he hunts out of. I will take a $2 donation. First person to choose which chair we smash. We'll curl the bucket up, and we'll just smash it straight down. We'll just crush it. And I'll let you pick which chair first. There's a red one and a black one. Your choice. Oh, Jeremy, he's in. There it is. But you didn't say which one you wanted. What is this tree? This thing is... Yuck. He didn't say. He just gave $2 for nothing. Come on, brother. Which one are we smashing? Yes, we have a bungalow on the site. That's a full studio with kitchen and her sink and a stand-up shower. There's plenty of room in the stand-up shower for 2, and room for some extracurricular activities. Ehad, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hey, how are you? I'm good, I'm good. We're pulling out trees. We're taking donations for which of the 2 chairs we're going to smash here in a second. But Ohio Jeremy didn't tell us what he's doing. And the suspense is killing everybody in the chat. He's got to tell us. We're only a couple seconds away from getting to the chairs. We might have to take more donations. We might have to give them. We'll give them 5 more minutes. Then we're gonna have to pull the plug. The suspense. That's too funny.
This suspense is killing me.
That's true. A lot of suspense. I can only hold off for so long. I love the machine. Not me. It's old as hell. Bro. Hija. Hija. Daughter. It's daughter in Spanish. This is an old clapped out machine. I would love a new one. That'll take a lot of donations to get the new machine. A lot. But it's also not mine. There's the chair, boys. We're close. We are close. All right, we might have to take second options here. There he is, boys. There it is. There he is. We have our answer. Red it is, he says. Red it is. Oh, he says black one. Well, you had your chance. You had your chance all the way from Hawaii. I like this. Pick your fate on the live stream. You choose the entertainment, so I don't want to hear it if you say, watching him was boring. Hey, you guys can have control. It's as simple as that. That's funny. No complaints. You guys, it's kind of like let Jesus take the wheel. Let the viewers take the wheel. Or we could maybe we can test out my accuracy. We can move one of these chairs. Is that a white truck? Yes, that's my truck. It's plenty far away. That is my truck. I parked well out of the way. Maybe we should see how good my accuracy. We'll put the black chair out here in the middle, in the open, and I'll see if I can push one of these trees to land on it. See if we can smash it. Whatever tree this was, it was dead as shit, above ground, but I cannot get the root ball out. It's quite surprising. It's kind of just grenading into a million pieces, which is annoying. And the soil is dry as... I'm trying to drop less and less F-bombs, you know? Probably a better idea to drop less of those. How do we make this more climactic to smash a tree or smash a chair? There we go. We got half the root ball. Come on. It literally just turned into 35 pieces. That is so lame. What a pain in the butt. Now I gotta deal with it. Now I gotta sift through all this dirt. The suspense now it's gonna take me forever. I gotta fill this hole back in, get all the roots out. Looks like you guys will just have to stick around longer. You hate to see it. Drop a tree on it. That's what I mean. My truck? No. I'm talking about dropping a tree on the leftover, the other chair. We can test how good my accuracy is. We can set the tree out in the open, or set the chair out in the open, and see if I can drop a pine tree on top of it from far away. For anybody who just joined, we're gonna smash a chair in a second with the bucket when we get over there. So that's exciting. We're letting the viewers take control of the live stream. Pick your fate. Pick what we do. Pick the trees. But it's got to be a super chat. Yes, the chair, not the truck. I will not be dropping the trees on my truck. That might be the last thing I do here. That would probably be one of the last things that gets done. All right, now we're back to the fill-in game. I see some little stuff I can pull out. All this is all going to get re-dug up when I hit the outside row pines here, but that doesn't mean I can't push it back in the hole. That's what he said? Or she said? I don't know. You tell me. That's a lot of smoke wood. Anything can be smoke wood. It all smokes when it burns, my friend. It all smokes when it burns. I keep looking over my shoulder, waiting for the neighbor to run out to grab his 2 trees. Or to grab his 2 chairs, but I don't think he's gonna get here in time. We're gonna have to crush them and throw them on the burn pile quick. Alright, so we have a red chair. And the red chair will get crushed. Just gotta fill in a little bit more. The suspense is... I'm building the suspense, guys. Relax. Relax. So anyone who just joined, we took a donation to decide which chair we were going to smack with the bucket. And we've chosen red. Red is in. Plot twist, Hunter grabs his chairs before I smash them. I don't think so. But there's some shit by the other chair. Come on. Alright. We've got one, boys. We got one. I'm going to put it right here. That's where I'm going to drop the next tree. I don't like the way it's sitting. Let's try and square that up a little bit. Oh, there we go. I didn't even rip the fabric. Elite operating skills, boys. Can we get an elite operating in the chat? Alright, boys. Moment of truth. This is going to be the most anticlimactic thing I think I've probably ever witnessed, but here we go. I kind of want to push these little trees out of the way. Oh no. Oh no, it's moving the chair. Oh no. We've tipped the chair over. We can't have that. Plot twist, Hunter does not get here in time. Come on. Oh no, it's folding. It's folding back up. No, 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 no. We don't want that. Come on, you little sucker. Alright, alright, alright. Let's see. Just gonna put the chair back slowly but surely. Let's go to... No, 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 no. Oh my god, this machine is so slopped out. You son of a gun. I shouldn't have messed with it. Okay, it's up, but I got one of the teeth all wadded up and under the cup holder. Nice and easy. Okay. All right, here we go. Moment we've all been waiting for. Do we think it's going to actually crush, or is it going to... You think it's going to shoot out the side? All right, hope everyone's watching. Oh, she's flattened like a pancake. That was oddly, the crunch was oddly satisfying. Now it's moving on me. That's all that's left, boys. That's all that's left of the chair. That was fun. That was fun. Hope everybody enjoyed that. Should have got a countdown going on that. Put that in the pile. That's not our problem anymore. That's $2 I didn't spend. Yeah. $2. This place is really starting to look nice. Oh, I forgot we got that chair. We gotta get back over here. We gotta try to push this tree over. Best $2 I've ever spent for entertainment. Come on, Jeremy. I know you. Trip to the local hotel. You hit the old pay-per-view a little bit. I know you. Come on, you dog. Come on. I know you surf the late night channels at the hotel. All right, let's see if we can push a tree down onto the other chair. Longest I've ever stayed in alive. I feel like that's probably the case for most of the people that watch here. Once you stay, you're in. If you try to leave, it would pull you back in. I was out, but they pulled me back in. What's nice is to see people that show up in a live that translate into views on the other parts of the YouTube channel. Because I post long form content also, where you can see projects and weekly things that we do here on the farm. It was the chair. Yeah, that's exciting stuff. And now we have another anticipation builder. We're gonna try and push this tree onto that chair over there. That's our next goal. We're just smashing shit. I mean, that's fun, right? We'll put that topsoil right back in there. We're just smashing stuff, boys. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. It's free. Helps me out. Lets people know that, hey, this is a good time. And subscribe so you know next time we go live. We do this multiple times a week. Building a little bit of a nice YouTube community here with some of the folks. I don't know if I left myself enough room. It's the simple things. It's true. I don't know if I left myself enough room to push this tree the right way. Whoever asked if there was a more efficient way of doing this, yes. It's not by wasting half the time trying to push a tree over onto a chair. That is for sure. All right, folks, the tree is in the back. Or the chair's in the background. All right. Type 1 if you think I'm gonna hit it. Type 1 if you think I'm gonna get it. 2 if I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna get out and
take a quick leak. I come back, I want to see some numbers in the chat. I don't want anybody saying, oh, I knew he was going to miss it. Ugh, this is your way to prove it. This is your way to prove it. All right, boys. All right. Ones. You're good, I reckon. A lot of ones. Justin, welcome. So we got a lot of ones, and I'm not even sure I'm a one. I might have to, I don't know, can I type in the chat? I might have to put a 2 in the chat just to cover my bases. Shit. All right. We're back. It's kind of lined up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. The tree wants to turn to the side. I can't spin it. No! Oh, oh, I got some branches on it, boys. But I didn't really hit it. But the good thing is if I missed it, we can line it back up on the next tree. Oh, I'm slightly embarrassed. Slightly embarrassed. There was one root on the back that wouldn't let me spin the tree the way I wanted, and we didn't hit it. A lot of disappointment happening out here now. Sense it. Disappointment in the chat. But I gotta spin that machine around so I can move that tree. It took me a while to learn that. You gotta lift the machine up with the bucket, and then you spin the tracks each side in a different direction. And it actually, you can turn the machine sharp. It's not good to just push the tracks in one direction. It's bad for the machine. Bad for the tracks. The tree is still intact. We just got to straighten it back out. And I need a chainsaw. I need someone to be cutting these trees in half for me. Oh, there's the people. Chest passing again. Alright, let's set this chair back up. I gotta scrape these leaves up. I hope these people don't want to talk to me. They're making moves like they want to, and I'm not interested. Should I, if these guys want to talk to me, should I leave the speakers on so you guys can hear it? They're just gonna say, "Wow, looks like you're really taking those streets down." Say, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. In fact, really great at the observation. Very observant of yourself. He's in like PJs with his sweatpants tucked into his socks. What the hell? What is going on, chat? Actually, I think this neighbor I feel like I'm talking quiet because I might be able to hear me. He has a Netflix documentary about himself. It's called John Talks to Aliens. Where supposedly he talks to aliens and sends messages out to outer space from his house here. It's like a whole Netflix thing. And he's neighbors one of our farms. It's very funny. Just check it out. They're staring right at me. He might be in here watching. He's not. But he always trespasses. He's always walking his dog. And they also use our driveway, which
they don't have an easement for, but they use it anyway. And they also don't help maintain it when it washes out. He's very interested. He's like, they're like pointing at stuff and everything. Not a lot of people from here watch what I do. Surprising. I even know some of my friends say they like when I post on Facebook that I posted a longer video. They just post and say they like it, but then they say, "Oh, I don't watch. I just like it when I see it." I'm like, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate the support." At least they're honest. At least they're honest. That's for sure. I don't know what he's concerned about. It's not his property. Do you see him over there? You see him walking a dog? Stay away from my truck, you hoodlum. What is their concern? It's not your land. They're gonna throw a fit about it. We're gonna fence that driveway out you use. We'll send them a letter. One time I spun on the tracks too hard and I actually knocked the track off the machine, which is a pain because you have to let a bunch of grease out because the grease is what they use to tension the tracks. And it makes a big mess. And then you got to use the car and you got to get it back on and then you got to grease it all back up to tighten up the tension. It's a bit of a pain. Highly 10 out of 10 recommend you don't do it. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's in the back. There's a rope. That's a good first pull. We got 2 more big trees and then we'll go over to the sacred maple and we'll try and clear out the stuff around that. The suspense today. Whoa. Whoops. I don't like doing that to the bucket. A little too rough. A little too rough. Yeah, guys, we're going to be putting the fence up. That's what we're doing here. Quit complaining, quit crying. Get your own driveway. All right. Get into position. We'll see if we can smack this tree on this chair. I'll tell the hunter, hey, sorry man, I didn't look at trees. What the hell? Sorry, dude. Whoops, I was looking behind me. Don't judge me. No. Hold on a second here, guy. It tried to go. Oh, yeah, we got it that time, boys. We got it that time. YouTube made me do it. Hey, I don't know what happened. I was just I'm just a people pleaser. These guys, they forced me. They made a $2 donation and said I had to do it. I didn't want to, but they made me with the super chat. I couldn't resist. It's funny. We did manage to accurately push the tree on top of the camping chair. It is smashed. is smashed, my friends. Let's go over here and we'll go check it out. We gotta lift the tree up first. We gotta lift the tree up. I want to get the. We got to get dirt off. Oh, we're still hooked up somewhere. Or the fact I'm hanging over the side of the machine and not centered. That's probably really what's going on. Too much dirt in the root ball. We got to get rid of that. A couple lifts. The wind's blowing the opposite direction, so that's perfect, because it's dusty and dustier than hell. Just trying to knock the... There we go, we got a good bust up on that one. Trying to get the dirt out of the roots. Doesn't help us when we go to burn it. Doesn't help us when we go to move the trees, because the dirt is just heavy. Maybe two more drops. All right. It's kind of a big tree. Guys, the chair is gone. Do you see it? Flattened. Gone. Disappeared. For anybody just joining, we've been smashing camp chairs by pushing 60-foot pine trees on them. There it is. It's not really that smashed. We probably could push it open. We could probably force it open. YouTube made me do it. I'm sorry. It was those guys on YouTube. I love it when it breaks the first time. I don't have to wrestle with it. He looks well. Dude, did anyone look him up on Netflix yet? If you want a good laugh, it's absolutely hilarious. John Talks to Aliens. This is our neighbor here on one of our farms. Still a little too much dirt there. I think that'll do. They're really hanging out. I think they might want to say something to me, but I'm not gonna stop. That's for sure. Hidden Pew. Where are you from? What are you doing today besides just watching a guy smash camping chairs with heavy equipment? I mean, I know that is pretty fun. That only happens when I drive. UK! Nice! Across the pond. Across the pond from the rest of us here. I wonder if watching lives is more of a UK thing. Because I don't think it's that popular here in the States. I think most people find it through the shorts page. They just kind of mix me in there. Finished work, sat on my ass chilling, watching lives. right. Oh, it's so much nicer doing lives when there's comments, I'm telling you. It's been fantastic today. It makes the day go by so much faster. I ate my lunch at 10 a.m., so I'm starting to feel a little bit hungry, like I shouldn't have eaten all my lunch at 10 in the morning, but found you scrolling through shorts, yes. Well, you know, it's a great thing the algorithm put us together. You fit right in. Keep the same grade as we push some of the dirt back into the hole there. And we usually can find some stuff that doesn't belong back in there, like that pile of roots. Roots. I drive trucks and use a crane. Hell yeah. I think that's so cool. I think having a crane just requires, like, that's such a skill. You're just carrying that much stuff so high up, you know? At any moment, you could drop something with a lot of weight and, you know, just maybe kill somebody. I guess we got to get back to taking some of the smaller stuff out over here. That's in the way. A lot of vines around here. Didn't anticipate a lot of vines, but they're all over the place. Enjoy it. It's easy. It seems stressful as hell. Lifting up heavy shit. There's a maple tree right there too. Yikes. Get off the thumb. Come on. This tree's pissing me off. There we go. The hydraulic thumb is a must, boys. I use my foot to make the thumb go down. It's a must-have on a machine like this. We were almost to 1,600 subs today. Can someone check what we're at? Did we get to the 16? I think we're at 15.9. 16.1, all right. All right. Nice things are happening today. Things are happening, making progress. Meeting people, having fun, all while getting paid. Well, I guess it's more like getting paid twice, right? I gotta get back and move that pile over. It says 16.7. Holy. 16.7. Where are we at today? We were at the low 500s, low 1500s today. Low 1500s to start. Jeremy, did you buy your did you get your ticket to the Orchard Show in Grand Rapids? Not yet. What are the dates? December. What is the date? December. I think it's the 10th through the 12th. It's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday event in Grand Rapids. We always get a hotel and we stay because they'll have each day in the morning and the afternoon they have educational classes for apples and cherries, as well as I think they do almost every commodity grown in the state. So whatever you're interested in or whatever you want to learn about. They do updates on what like pesticide programs work, what updates on different varieties of things or different insects that are either starting to come up or any other problem you can imagine. They kind of give you some updates on. There's also a drone class too. Justin Nelson, ask your noisy numbers to get you something to eat. I wish. I probably could call somebody and say, hey, drop me off a sandwich. Drop me off a sandwich. Your boy's hungry. I probably could do that, but I think I'll live. And that's mostly because I might have something in the truck. I don't know. I might have a snack in there. Oh my God, you said the nosy numbers, but you mean the noisy neighbors. Yes, I should. They're gone though. I don't know where they went to. They kind of just disappeared. They're probably looking for the property corner, which is all the way down by the road. There's nowhere near where they're looking. They're going to be looking for a while, if that's what they're doing. I'll tell you that. They could be out for a while. It's a nice pickup truck back there. Man. Good looking truck. Might have to, Justin. Maybe they have a snack. I'm not sure I would eat anything that comes out of that guy's house, but if I was desperate enough, just maybe. Maybe if I was desperate enough. over here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Doc, when's the bonfire? Welcome back, my friend. The bonfire. I don't know. At the rate of how green these are, it might be a year. It could be more. It could be next week, though. The other guy I was talking about who runs the loader, usually even helps me out when we're doing this. He usually can't resist trying to start a fire. He'll light these things when they're green and will just like barely burn. It's gonna be a pretty big fire. Julian. Happy Friday from NH. Is that New Hampshire? Norway? Welcome. Either way. Welcome. It is a happy Friday, you're right. It is Friday. Oh, look it. There's the maple tree, guys. We gotta be careful. We gotta be careful around this bad boy. There's a lot riding on this thing. New Hampshire. I knew it. I knew it. My history classes never let me down. Never let me down. I have 27% battery. That's a yikes. That's a yikes. We might have to take a break and go get the phone charged up. Maybe do a little... Maybe we'll do a hot lap around the farm. I'll show you guys a couple things that's going on. Because I have no way to charge it in this machine. Can live streams. Just draining the old iPhone battery. We started, we had 94%, I think, when we started. We could make a quick run to the store for some lunch. Pop back. I'm not sure how riveting, exciting that would be. You don't want to smash the tree. Oh, a few old trees and some fuel and you're set. A few old tires and some fuel and you'll be set. Hey, it's illegal to burn tires. But, yeah, I can tell you from experience, we absolutely never, ever, ever have done anything that you're just described there before. Absolutely never. I don't know if you can sense the sarcasm a little bit, but no, we would never do anything like that. Are the neighbors still there? I don't see them. That's why I'm kind of afraid to go over to my truck because I might get cornered. Then I'm gonna have to talk to him because I'm too nice to just be like, no, screw you. He's like, oh, I've already talked to him once about it. Oh, so you guys are taking trees out, huh? Yeah. Oh, you're gonna put a fence up. Yeah. That's why you're still here. This guy loves he just loves conflict. He's just waiting for the conflict to start. No. Come on now. We're gonna keep it civil. We keep it civil on the farm. Alright, we're creeping our way in here where the maple tree's at that we were told to keep. Drama's building. I know. I think who he was talking to was the other neighbor. There's two people on this road, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of coup. They're trying to fire something up. Maybe they're gonna get the township involved. These guys are taking trees out. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. I gotta get out of here?
Are they on your land watching you?
Absolutely. They absolutely are. There is an easement that goes up the driveway that they use. And, but the easement actually is on the other side of the driveway. So they use the driveway that's on our land. Dude, get off my land. I know it. I know it.
Putting the fence up. One time a neighbor said, what you doing? I said, looks like I'm building a fence.
Either help or stand back. Oh man, that's confrontational right off the bat. I didn't realize we had such a confrontational group here. My wife is asking me questions that I do not know the answers to. Per usual. Per usual. It's thick in here. Love it, Doc. Oh, there's a tree trunk in there. Run. Pulled the tree out, but it snapped off. I'm just trying to get to this side of the maple. Open that thing up a little bit. Dude, trespassers are the worst. That is not a joke. He is for real. And they always just think that, like, too much of it is theirs, you know? Like, they think just because they've been walking on our tree, they say, well, I've been walking here for years. I say, oh, so you're telling me you've been trespassing for years? It's so butthurt. Renee must have been Karen. Everyone loves a good Karen. Until you're the person who has to deal with it. Then maybe not so much. Oh, man. All right, now we got to be careful. We got to get this little shitty tree out of the way so that we can. Oh, I broke one of the maple branches. God dang it. Well, looks like I'll be taking donations for the maple tree now that I've broken it. Just kidding. It's just one little branch. The most efficient way to do this is to...
NS, do you think Jesus could microwave a burrito? It's so hot that he himself could not eat it? Soft nipple isn't much good.
It's hardwood. I guess it's softwood now that I just busted it. Here's that ball. I'm trying to get down to the driveway because I can show you guys exactly kind of what we're kind of explain our plan. The driveway that's over here always washes out, and if we get a big rainstorm, so we're going to try, once we have all the land open up, we're going to try and regrade the ground right before the hill to try and force the water away from the driveway and down maybe a kind of a built waterway that we can get our dozer out to change the shape of the land a little bit. much dirt moving. There we go. Too much. You know, sometimes when I run this thing, I get so into it, I start licking my lips a lot, like I'm playing a video game or something. I always feel like I get chapped lips by the end of the day because I'm over here. Do I order a takeaway? A takeaway what? Oh, do I order takeout? What are the options? What do you guys have in the UK? I don't even know. Fucking get some Taco Bell, dude. Fuck it, dude. I'm kind of trapped. I don't know what to do with the scrub. We say take. Oh, you say takeaway. Why is it takeaway? Because you're taking it away from the restaurant? Is that a thing? Is that what you guys say? We're definitely big takeout. Takeouts. That's what we do. Takeout. There's a lot of shit in here. Where's the football? Domino's. There you go. You could do, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. I have way more fun doing this kind of brush than I do with the big trees. Sure, the big trees are fun, but I like ripping this stuff out. It goes from like super thick brush to, and then you clear it out, and the stuff's easy to take out. It's kind of fun. You know what I mean? Y'all pick it up when I put it down? All right. So we've made it around the maple tree that I was told to keep. Let's bust this off. There we go. What's on your Domino's? I'm a big meat lovers guy. What do they call it? One of the guys that we work with calls it a meat-atarian, like a vegetarian, but meat. Meat-atarian. I think it's funny as hell. Shit, I think that's funny as hell. Ooh. I didn't realize that the bucket was that open. That hurts. It hurts my soul when I open the bucket all the way and the machine starts clapping. It hurts. Shatters your teeth, it does. Slippery Rock, Domino's Pizza. Welcome, Slippery Rock. Domino's Pizza in the UK. That's where he's from. All the way from across the pond to watch me rip trees out on a live feed. That's commitment, folks. He's off of work, he's hanging out. Just watching. I think I need to get one of those separate battery chargers so I can just hook up to it and recharge the phone. Because you can't eat pizza. Cheese gives me terrible gas. I feel like it does that to everyone, but sometimes you got to make sacrifices for great slices up, you know? I really could use this dude loader. It would make this so much faster. So much faster, so much more efficient.
Love pizza.
A couple pizza emojis there. Yeah, pizza's yummy. Pizza's like the go-to lunch option here. Every party store in America has pizza. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's ass. You just never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you're left disappointed unless you like ass, then maybe you like it. I don't know. Where are you located, friend? This is state of Michigan. I don't know if you're from the United States or not. Sometimes maybe I should just start saying the United States because so many people seem to be viewing from out of the country. But this is Michigan. I'm from Canada, eh? Nice. What part of Canada? My family has a cabin in Canada on St. Joseph Island. That's over above Michigan a little bit. We also go to Drummond Island often. I don't know if you're familiar with that side. I don't know where you're located at. Southern Ontario. Help me out. Where's that? Give me a state in the United States that's above. I can't remember. I'm a farmer, not a fucking geologist. What is it? Christ, I can't remember. Hey, if you've been watching for a minute and you haven't liked the video, what are you doing? It's free. Double tap the screen. And if you've been watching for a while also, I'd love to see you in another live. But in order to know when that happens, you might need to subscribe. Whoa! You guys ever seen what a pine tree looks like? Right in your face? That's it. That tree almost landed on the cap, folks. Yeah, I broke the maple tree and I broke the windows because I dropped a tree on the cab. Yikes. Just kidding. Gucci. Southern Ontario. What are you cleaning the land for? What are you going to be building? We are clearing the land to our property line to make room for a new fence that we're putting up, a deer fence around some cherry trees we just planted. This YouTube channel, what I do is we farm apples and cherries. We grow fruit. We're fruit farmers. Fruit farmers, we grow fruit and deer will eat the trees up, so when we plant new cherry trees or apple trees, we like to put them inside a fence, and that keeps the trees safe and able to keep growing. So we're clearing out the land we're pretty much clearing out all the land inside what will be inside the fence. We may plant a little bit more of this since it's actually pretty nice and flat, but that won't be until we take the existing orchard out, and that orchard is 20 years old. We usually get 30 years out of a cherry orchard. So most people, when you know, a lot of the older guys who started the farm, they're seeing us take out orchards that were the first farms that they ever planted when they started the business. So it's kind of cool to see, you know, how long a cherry orchard lasts. You know, the ones that I'm planting now, driving the tractor and doing all the stuff, you know, in 30 years, you know, it's going to be, my kids are that are making decisions to take these trees out at this point. It's a pretty unique situation. But that means we're going to be putting posts in the ground. We got to run the deer fence out. It comes in spools. So we got to run the deer fence out, and then we also we staple it all up. We got all kinds of work to do. Yeah, this fall. We're going to start doing that after Thanksgiving. Can't just keep growing the same trees forever. No. They get old and then they get brittle, and eventually they'll die. Or over the years, a few people run them over or run into them. Just stuff happens to them. Sometimes they just die based on drought, any sort of random conditions. Too much water will kill them. So you can't just continue to grow trees at least fruit trees forever. You have to rotate them out. So that's if you do take good care of the trees, you can get 30 years out of them. Probably 25 to 30 is more common. Some of the bigger sweet cherry trees, we probably have 35-year-old orchards. I know we do. That's a long time to have one tree. They just keep producing fruit every year. Only you can prevent forest fires. We're probably gonna have to wait until there's a potential for zero when we start lighting these trees on fire. Because that's gonna be a hell of a fire. That's for sure. That is for sure. Oh, more rocks. Yay! Shit nobody says. I guess I could reach that tree with my boom stick while I'm driving. We're making moves now, guys. We're really we're really ripping up some stuff now. Stacking it up. I believe we're almost to the driveway. I can show you guys how much it washes out. Usually at the bottom of the hill, there's a big old pile of gravel in the weeds. But once every 5 years, we take our bulldozer down there and we just bulldoze all the gravel that washes down the hill out. The thumb on that bucket looks like it's smiling. It kind of does look like it has two eyes, doesn't it? That's funny. I never even thought about it like that. Yeah, it's probably because it's getting used. The bucket gets all the action. The bucket's getting a lot of action, that's for sure. Where the thumb is. The thumb's pretty worn down because underneath that bar, usually the tines are a little bit longer, but clearly they're about worn down to nothing. But as you can tell, it's still working just fine. Still working just fine. What did you decide to order? Did you go with the Domino's? About that. Pepperoni passion. Wow. What makes it a pepperoni passion? I don't know if they offer a pepperoni passion here in the United States. I don't know what you're gonna do to that pizza later, but I don't want to know. Jesus. It's grease. Just a big grease ball pizza. Whoops. Squeeze that tree a little too hard, now it's gonna be a mess. No touch. No touch. No touch, they say. He's got no touch. So bad, but so good. Yeah, I mean, I feel like everything that's bad for you tastes good, right? Kind of like booze. Kind of like booze. I want to move that pile before the end of the day. But we're almost there. And the neighbors quit bothering me, looks like. Maybe. They could be hiding. They could be hiding. Sitting in my truck. Good Lord, I hope not. Good Lord, I hope he's not sitting in my truck. That would for sure catch me by surprise. He's just waiting in the back seat. Hey, you wouldn't stop and talk to me earlier, so I just decided I'll just wait here for you. Jesus Christ, that would be wild. I love these things. Whatever this plant is, kind of just grows weird. It spreads out really far, but there's always like one center of it, and you can just pick it up right in the middle, and it rips right out. Do you have a minute to talk? Do you have a minute to talk about your Lord, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? Jehovah Witness out here at work. Hey, I see roots. I know. Oh, it's for the big maple tree. Oh, well. Or not the maple tree. More vines. Let's try to smooth that off a bit. And that. And that. Okay, folks, we can almost see the driveway. We can see cars through the tree line, which means that we're almost to the road. That's where I want to get before we have to shut the stream off because I have no phone battery. We're down to 16%. Stuff I do for you guys. I'm gonna have to work the rest of the day without a cell phone. The stuff I do for a $2 donation today. But we had fun. We smashed some shit. I think all day today we've had pretty much 250 to 300 people in here all at this pretty consistently at the same time, so that's pretty badass. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. kind of running into a hillside here. Pepperoni Passion. What was the delivery time? Do they do anything where it's like if they don't deliver in X amount of minutes, you can get the pizza for free? Is that a thing in the UK? Hill's kind of creeping up quick up the side here. I don't know where that came from. It's kind of got the machine a little wonky. I got so much weight hanging off over the side there, down a hill. Kind of could be dangerous. Could be dangerous. But at least I could go out on camera. That would be funny. Or not. Closer. Ah, there's a lot of rocks just sitting around. A whole nother pile over here. This is not by chance. This is too much. That's too many rocks to just be there. Those were deliberately put there by somebody at some point. And then here I come along. Just ripping the fuckers up. What a peaceful day. What a peaceful afternoon. We're at 200 minutes of live streaming today. 200 minutes. Oh, Jesus Christ. My bad. Just chattering my teeth on the opening up the bucket too wide. Poor machine. Another maple tree right there. Probably should keep that one. That's not what I wanted to do with that one. So I think it's probably been a good 10 minutes since I reminded everybody that if you're watching, you've been watching, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss when we go live again. I believe early next week we'll be back here doing this similar thing. We're gonna have to finish up this corner, and then we have to go make a driveway. We're not make a driveway, but we have to go kind of reshape the ground where we're gonna put the deer fence. So don't forget to subscribe for that so you can get the notification when we go live. You won't want to miss that. You just won't want to miss it. And we got a great video coming out on Sunday. Our first sponsored video with John Deere. Oh, we're back 10%. We're back with 10% battery. I think we'll rock it for 5% more, so that way I have a little bit of battery left to make it for the rest of the day. But I do want to get all the way to the edge of the hill. Like I said, I was going to show you guys the end path here, the end goal. We might not make it. Can we get 2 trees at once? Nope. We just knocked that one on the back over. But we can grab it. Does anybody else hate this time of the year where you go home, you go to work and it's dark, and then you drive home and it's dark? It's kind of depressing. It's kind of sad, kind of depressing. And then you're just always super tired. You're like, well, you know. No sun, so what else am I gonna do? Just fuck it, go to bed. this direction. We got the other side cleared out pretty nice, but not popping. Come on. Oh, really? There we go. I feel like I need to be careful when I swing around because I'm kind of on a hill, and when I fucking swing that bucket around over there, it's kind of a little wobbly. I don't necessarily hit the spot. Might be able to. Oh, no. That thing wanted to come right at the cab. That would have been not a good way to end the week. Would have been not a good way. See if I can get some of this cleaned up. Sketchy. I could like see my truck in the reflection of the window, and I thought it was somebody else's truck. It's kind of an odd feeling. Rocks right there. Friday. I feel like we should get some Friday drinks in at some point, right? Come on. What I need is our loader so we can get all of this stuff stacked up. Get everything stacked up and stacked up in the big pile, and we might be able to, maybe we'll burn it this year, you never know. Looks so sandy. Yes, it's a bit sandy here. But it also looks like that because of how dry it is. We've gotten some rain, but underneath the soil, like about 8 inches down, it's so dry. So I don't really think that this soil is not as sandy as it is appearing. That's for sure. Because it does look pretty darn sandy, doesn't it? Life's just a beach. We're just playing in the sand. That's a Little Wayne. I think we'll turn around here and we'll try and spruce it up a little bit. We'll just try and keep the grade. Of the surrounding ground and just try and make it look pretty for the weekend so the neighbors think it looks nice. Anything that's too high will come with me, and anything else that's the right height will just stay there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap it up today. Let's just clean this up a little bit. So thanks everybody for joining in. It's been a great stream. We met a lot of great people today, a lot of new faces, a lot of old returners, some return viewers, which are always great to see. Thanks everyone for all the comments. As soon as we get done with this, I want you guys to go check out some of the long form video that I have. I want you to comment your name or comment that you were there so I know that you did what I told you. Go check that stuff out. There's some really neat things on there. We do our own bees. We make all of our own honey. We pollinate our own trees. We grow our own trees. There's videos on how we harvest cherries. Those are fun. how we use machines that shake the tree. They actually grab onto the tree and shake it. So you can see all of that on the long form content. So after we get done here, go check that out. Like the channel, subscribe, like the videos. Let me know which ones you watched. Let me know which ones you thought were interesting. We'll see you guys next week on the live, where we're going to be back here finishing up the edge of this corner and moving our way across the farm to the other end, where we have to fix up some other things before we do our fence after the Thanksgiving break. So thanks everybody for watching again. You guys are great. I couldn't do this without everyone who chimes in and watches the content. Without you guys, none of it would be possible. So give yourselves a pat on the back. And we will look forward to seeing you guys next week, probably Monday, here on Pomes and Stones. You guys have a great weekend.